does not have the view that is basically depicted. But is that the way that we should be going about things? So if you're buying studios because you want to create wealth, that is not the segment for it, and this won't be the project for it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting conversation because I'm a real estate broker and I'm supposed to tell you how great every single project is, and there's nothing wrong with it. I can turn anything into a positive attribute. Okay, is that how you want agents to communicate with you, or would you appreciate if we do tell you about the few things that do concern us about certain projects? Not just small, not just small developers, not just big developers. In every single project that you do review, there's always going to be something that you don't feel happy with. It's never going to tick every single box. Okay? But what I do tell my clients or advise you is that when you find equilibrium between the fair exchange of, the things you don't like and the things you like, and you feel comfortable meeting those two in the middle, it's something that should be on your consideration list. This is a project that you need to jump on with or jump into because it's probably not going to be available for the next 2 weeks. Highly likely because the dynamics of this market just don't allow you to sleep on it. It's quite scary to think. My true analysis of the next project will highlight some concerns, but also definitely benefits of living in this specific location and this development. So let's jump straight into it. This is no longer confidential. It's public knowledge. You've probably already put your EOI in on this project, or you want to. Pay close attention. This is Bengati Skyrise in Business Bay. And this picture, my goodness, is beautiful. I love the way this project sits, what it represents. It is truly going to be a standout project in Business Bay, 100%. You will definitely have these type of views from this building, but not from every floor. And that's what we're going to discover. And also quickly, what prompted this video is one of you scheduled a meeting with me for free for 30 minutes to ask me my opinion about this Skyrise project by Bengati. It's not about what my opinion is. It's about what do you want to achieve, what is the objective, and will we meet and reach that objective with this project? If we will, it finds equilibrium in those parameters that you have set for what you would be happy with in a project. Let's go for it. But if you've given me your objective and I can clearly see that your objective will not be met in this project, I will advise you not to buy in this project. There will be something else, or is something else in the market that will reach your objective. Well, this project is absolutely beautiful. If you've been on this channel before, really like when developers go overboard with amenities. So this is the first floor amenity. It is ginormous. It's definitely over 30,000 square foot of amenities here, with multiple pools, sports arenas, parks. I mean, we've got cabanas next to this gigantic pool. Then we have a beach oasis pool. You've got cabanas on this artificial beach. This is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you can see the children's play area from space, it is quite big, won't you agree? The size of a typical studio is 465 square feet, which is big for Business Bay and big in general for the entire Dubai. They also have studios in premium locations inside this building. So that's the front view. This is the back view. You've got studio options in the front and the back view. This is probably where the starting prices of just under $1 million will hit, is lower floors at the back for a studio, but definitely this size. The one bedroom options, great size of 1,021 square feet, and they've got premium views again on the front side of this building. 2 bedrooms, the internal space is 1,200, including the balconies is 1,667 with premium views, premium locations, and it looks like you've got 4 balconies on a 2-bedroom. Now this is where it becomes very interesting. So what they're depicting on this render here to pontificate the beauty of this entire building is they haven't included the other buildings that are under construction in front of it. Okay, so let's look at that. This building here is an existing building. It's called Volante. Right next to it, Volante 2 is under construction and has reached the top. These are 35 floor buildings. Right next to Volante 2 is Aiwa. And Aiwa is one of the most architecturally splendid buildings in this entire city. If you haven't seen it on social media, you're probably not on social media. But that is going to be constructed here, and that is 32 floors. Okay, let's say 32 or 23, but the point is there's a building right here. These 2 plots over here is also taken up by an existing building with 17 floors. So what does that mean? Any type of unit up to the 17th floor, here up to the 30th floor, and here up to the 35th floor does not have the view that is basically depicted as a waterfront view in this development. If you do grab a unit, I prefer and recommend you grab a unit over the 34th floor, because that you look over those buildings, and then you do have that Burj Khalifa and downtown and Business Bay skyline as a view, a permanent view, as they've depicted. Alternatively, on the back side of the buildings and the front side of this building will still have amazing views because of this very, very large amenity level. However, if you think about it logically, if you're on this level looking backwards, you can't see the podium. So if you're at the back side, go as low as possible, because you want to be able to feel like you're almost living on that podium level. In terms of location for this exact building, it's beautiful. Accessibility to Al Khail Road, from this road in and out, and then also to the other side of Business Bay, alongside this road goes along the canal. It takes you straight into downtown. Beautiful location. I cannot fault the architecture that has taken place here. It almost makes me feel like they want to align their future projects with the branded residences that they are now associating themselves with, which is good for future value and retention. The building configuration is 4 basements, ground, 5 podiums, and 48 residential floors. Keep in mind, the floors in front of you is up to floor 35. Within this, just this development, we have 2,256 units. So if you're buying studios because you want to create wealth and you want to see major appreciation, this won't be, that is not the segment for it, and this won't be the project for it. Because of the major supply just in this building, not even thinking about all of the studio supply in Business Bay as a location, this play should be for short-term holiday home rental. Still very competitive. If you just take 20% of those people are maybe going to put their studio on short-term rental. So tremendous competition in just your building, not even considering the rest of downtown and Dubai. But that's a lot of studios. If I take into consideration the supply that's in Business Bay right now, 29,000 apartments in Business Bay, 22,000 coming. Where's that supply? In 2026 is likely when Bugatti is going to hand over this building, because they build very quick. They've got in-house construction. That's the benefit. There will be 9,482 units delivering. So this is from penthouses to studios in Business Bay. 2,200 of that 9,000 are just studios from one project. So my concern is the profitability ratio. If you've been promised great capital appreciation, because there is capital appreciation in Business Bay. So don't be concerned about the red that you see here, because this is very micro. Every single month this is tracked. But if you look down here, for the last 12 months, the price change was upward of 12% for the year in Business Bay across the board. If we break it down, how much did 4 beds, 3 beds, 2 beds, 1 bed studios increase by? That's an exercise that we can do one-on-one if necessary. I don't think it is. Then Business Bay is also good for rental. The last 12 months price change in rental price was also just over 12% rental value increase. For the last 3 months was 4% rental value increase. So there are definite good signs about Business Bay. But would I buy a studio here with the objective for capital appreciation? No, I won't. I will focus maybe on the 1 beds because there's 1,000 of them, but definitely on the 2 beds and 3 beds because there's in total only, 51 of them in this entire building. So that's the opportunity for capital appreciation in an amazing building like this. A bit more contradicting than most videos, probably most videos online, most videos that I made, but I felt like it's really important because I don't want you to go into an investment with anyone else except me with the wrong information. It is so important to understand not just this building, but what's happening around it and how will that influence the profitability and the likelihood of you being able to just exit out of an investment like this. Great project, well done Bengati. There's just a few things that don't line up with the objective that I will have for investment. If you have a different objective or different opinion, please go to the comment section and give me your opinion. I'd love to read it. I'm your real estate mate because clearly everybody needs a mate that's in real estate. I'll see you on the next video.